I'm actually gonna do it. Wow. Okay. Well, here goes. So, this is 5 reasons why I'm quitting sugar. Number 1, first of all, I'm actually panicking that I'm gonna go through with this, but that's exactly why I chose number 1, which is it's an addiction. Like the D word. The one that we went to school over and they were like, don't do it, even though these are specific instructions on how to do it so we can stay in business, but hey, don't do it. Yeah, it's addictive. Our brain reacts to it the same way it reacts to other D words, specifically D words that are also white, but just happens to be illegal. And this one is legal. Why? Because I think people can get away with making money on it. But anyway, yeah. It speeds up the aging process, the oxidation process. It's straight up stops parts in your bodies that just keeps you from aging as fast. And, if you want to go into the science of it all, I could do that, but that's effort. So just go look it up. But yeah, it speeds up the aging process. And it hijacks your hippocampus to not do anything else other than go for more sugar. And I know I just said I wasn't going to get nerdy, but I just threw a big word out there, but it's a part of your brain that helps you to function in everyday life. Okay, go look up the rest, but yeah. Instead of functioning like, okay, get up at this time. Oh, don't forget you got to start meal prepping at 6 and all of that stuff. It's just like sugar. Where's my sugar? More sugar, please. So yeah, I mean, I can even talk about how it messes with your oral health. Like, people are worried about coffee staining their teeth, but they're not worried about sugar rotting their teeth out or just rotting in general. Scary. Not to mention, number 2, I'm actually allergic to refined sugar. Now, does that stop me from eating an Oreo every now and then? No. It should, but every time I eat an Oreo, I regret it because I immediately break out. Like, when I tell you that my face, I get cortisol face. I straight up get cortisol face when I nom on some refined sugar, and I just have to suffer for several days, and it's awful, and it's embarrassing, and it's painful in a lot of cases. Like, immediate inflammation, the immediate consequences of my actions. How dare you? Yeah, I don't like that. So I try my best to stick with honey and fruit. And then I try to tell myself, yeah, you don't get like Oreos, but you can still get rice and potatoes, even though you don't like potatoes, but rice, like, you still got carbs somewhere. You can just get, you'll be fine. Also, shout out to my now affordable access to blueberries. I can get like this gigantic bag of frozen blueberries for like $3 or $4, and I'm just really happy. I'm really happy about that because I love me some blueberries, and it's been helping me curb the cravings. So, number 3, I don't want to feel feral and irritable around noon each day. And yeah, that is oddly specific, but okay, hear me out. So, I'm a workaholic. I've just accepted it. Okay, I like to work and I take care of myself to an extent, but sometimes I end up having a caramel macchiato around noon on weekdays, just about every day. Okay, maybe like 3 days out of the week. And that's not good. That's not good for me. Oh my God. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to myself because I'll think that I'll be getting like this little boost, but all of a sudden I'll just get really jittery. And yeah, like the jitteriness is also to do with caffeine, but I've had black coffee and not felt this kind of like eye twitching, irritable, brain fog, like I want to go take a nap. Like, I'm supposed to be feeling energized, not like, let me go lie down. And then I realize, oh my God, it's the sugar. It's the sugar. It's always the sugar. And sometimes it's refined sugars. So then I have to deal with that, like breaking out within hours, if not minutes. Honestly, sometimes I'll break out within minutes. Like, I'll get little bumps around my lip, and I'm worried people will think, does she catch something from someone? Like, no, I don't even like touching people. Like, I just want sugar. But we're not doing sugar anymore. So that's the story that I can't tell myself anymore because I'm quitting, right? And I sound like an addict, right? Because that's what sugar does to you. And even though I want to quit, it's going to be hard. That's why I'm making this video, so I can hold myself accountable. So, feral, right? I don't want to feel feral around noon each day. I would prefer to feel feral when the moon is full, right? I want to go howling at the moon. I want to be feral in my luteal phase, right? I want to be chanting, lighting candles. As you can see, that's kind of my thing. You know, reading oracle cards. Like, let me be feral hormonally, naturally, as my body reacts to the phases of the moon. Don't just force this ferocity upon me through sugar. That's not how the human body is supposed to work, and I'm over it. Which leads me to number 4, fighting limiting beliefs from childhood. So listen, I don't sound like it, but I was actually brought up in Southern USA for my whole life, basically. The thing about us Southerners, at least where I'm from, is that we love food. We love us some food. We love any kind of food, especially if it's not good for us. So I was brought up to take pride in slowly unaliving myself through whatever I put in my face hole. And as I grew up and I started realizing, all of those digestive issues I had in childhood weren't normal. Let me change my life. The more I did that, the more I tried to lead, a healthier lifestyle, the more people would treat me differently and make fun of me. They literally saw it as a flex to indulge in things that will harm them, and things that have harmed them, and things that have unalived their ancestors, And it was hard. It was hard adjusting because, I'm still a person. I don't understand why I'm being so dehumanized because I choose to eat something. It was almost as if the closer I got to health, the more people tried to strip away my identity of being African and indigenous ancestors. It was just like, are you for the culture or not? Like, are you one of us or not? Because if you put down that ham hock and pick up a carrot, then who are you? Because you're not one of us. Like, that's actually how it was. And it was cringe. It was so cringe before I even knew the word cringe. Oh my God, I'm showing my age. That was hard. But I eventually pushed past all of that stuff, pushed past the surface level stuff, cut a lot of people out of my life because what the heck? And I started to lead a healthy lifestyle in so many areas. For example, I love cruciferous vegetables. I love them so much. I try to eat them cooked, at least lightly cooked, so my body has an easier time digesting them. And whenever I have trouble digesting, I love fermented foods, except natto. Those fermented beans, ew. But I love kimchi. I absolutely adore kombucha. And I finally found this sugar-free kombucha, and it's so good. Well, I guess it's not entirely sugar-free since they kind of eat sugar. But hey, they eat it. I don't, right? That's another thing. I cut soda out of my life about, oh my God, it's really been that long ago. I guess about 8 years ago. Yeah, I cut it out. Bye. No, 11 years ago. Cut sodas out of my life. Sometimes I'll occasionally have a sugar-free Red Bull if I'm really struggling. But the relationship that I have with caffeine and other substances like alcohol or something, I've already battled that stuff. I've already gotten through all of that. The problem is the sugar. And I love so many foods that are good for me. So I don't eat pork or beef. It started out with just me not liking how it tastes, and then I realized that I had not only an intolerance, but just a full-blown allergy towards mammalian protein. So I don't eat pork or beef. I do enjoy chicken, and I love fish. And my favorite fish, of course, is salmon. I eat a lot of salmon. It's really expensive, but hey, it keeps me satiated, so I don't end up eating that much. So I can name all of the foods I love, right? Like blueberries. I think I talked about that earlier. I love ginger. Oh, turmeric. I love drinking like a turmeric drink that I make myself, like with soy milk or something. I already lead a healthy lifestyle. I like to go for a walk every day or a night jog if I'm just not feeling like socializing that much because I'm in a town full of a lot of friendly people and I'm too introverted to be stopping for conversation every 5 minutes. So sometimes I do my feral stuff late at night. I also really like to do strength training. I love doing planks. I love doing yoga. Not good at push-ups, but we're getting there. I just love working with my body. I don't know. I just feel like cutting out sugar is the last step, is the last, at least, physical addiction that I have to get through to become the person that I want to be. And it's not just about my body. Like, yes, it would be nice to have a snatched body. It would be nice to not only be unobtainable, like mentally and emotionally, which I already am, but also look unattainable. Listen, I'm not saying that. Listen, it's not about the vanity. It's just the bonus, okay? And I feel like that's the last step. If I just cut out the sugar, then maybe I'll be snatch it. But it's not about being snatched. Don't do it purely for vanity, because I think people who do that end up hurting themselves. Like, don't starve yourself. I was forced to do that when I would join this campaign that was actually a cult, girl. But girl, we'll get into cults later. This is my first video. Yeah, so battling limiting beliefs. Sometimes them old folks back home gonna come up in your head and be telling you, oh, don't do that because that's cringe. Or are you for the culture or not? If you give this up, don't listen to them. Think about you. Think about the life that you want to live. Think about how people look at you and think that you're 10 years younger than you are. Think about people who see you being active all day, maybe at an event or something or a volunteer program, and they come up to you and they ask you, oh my God, how do you have so much energy? People have done that to me. And when I tell you, it's such a validating feeling to look like you take care of yourself and act like you take care of yourself, and then be proud of the sacrifices or what you thought were sacrifices that you made a long time ago to show that they're actually benefiting you. So that's what I want to go through with this. When I give up sugar, the first few days of battling that craving, that addiction, it's gonna suck. But you know what sucks more? Suffering from the effects of eating excess sugar. I don't want to do that. So let's not do that. So number 5. This is the one that is just golden for me. I can spend money on better things. When I've been budgeting, I've been collecting all of my receipts the past 3 or 4 months. And when I saw just how much money I spent, not only on food, but sugar, things I didn't need, like temporary things that I thought would make me happy, but ended up making me feel like crap, I realized I could be saving this for things that I love. What is number 1 in that list? Salmon. I love salmon. But you know what else I love? Going to live concerts, because it's a great way to blow off steam and it's pretty much an all-night workout. And whenever I go to concerts, people always give me compliments like, you have endless energy. I'm like, yeah, I have to work hard for that. Which, it's not even working hard. It's just telling my brain, nope, put the sugar down and go study. Like, things like that. So think about the things that you want to spend money on. Think about the things that you want to save money on. And just go forth. Go forth, my child. I believe in you. We're going to cut this out, and maybe I'll come back and give you an update. So if you want to join me on this journey, comment below some of your concerns, some of your fears, some of your hopes, some of your dreams. I've heard a lot of people talk about how when they gave up sugar, they lost so much weight so rapidly they thought that something was wrong with them. So if losing weight is your goal, girl, you got this in the bag. I'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll be fine. But yeah, feel free to come with me on this journey. Give this video a like if you felt inspired. You can subscribe if you want. This is my first video. I'm not gonna, listen, I can't force you. My hands are tied too. We're all in this together. So yeah, let's do this. And not for anybody else other than ourselves, okay? This is the time to be living for ourselves, because all we have in our head is ourselves. All right? So be good to yourself and surround yourself with good people. Put good things in your body. And if you make mistakes along the way, so be it. My motto is, hey, I may have messed up, but I'm not a mess. And that goes for you too. All right. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.